everyone, my name is Ashley Marie Anthony, and for my reflective report, I chose topic 2, in which Dalai Lama explains the seeds of love and compassion. In case you are wondering where my PowerPoint is going to be, it's going to be right here, and I will include an attachment to the actual PowerPoint. At the beginning of the video, Dalai Lama actually explains that our first encounter with compassion is through breastfeeding from the mother. So with a child who has a healthy relationship with their mother, they tend to grow up to be more trusting, optimistic, secure, and happy. So therefore, with a child who is an orphan or who have unhealthy parents, they don't develop that sense of trust and love since it wasn't really shown to them during birth. So therefore, as they develop, their sense of trust and love is very minimum towards others. The three concepts that Dalai Lama actually mentions are compassion, common sense, and selflessness. Dalai Lama actually started off by saying that our existence and survival is based on the care of others, particularly our mother. So in the textbook, they mention that compassion is the central concept of Buddhism. Therefore, we learn compassion again through breastfeeding from our mother. In contrast to the compassion, we have Horny's 3 neurotic solutions. So in this case, we have moving towards people or the self-effacing solution. So these people turn to others for the love that they were actually lacking in their earlier life. So they could be either dominant or submissive, but their desire is to just find their self-worth in that relationship. So compassion could lead to an attachment between mother and child. And attachment is a good thing, but too much attachment could lead to an inhibited temperament in the child, whereas we have an overprotective mother who's not going to let them explore. Mom. The second concept that Dalai Lama mentions is common sense, meaning basic family values. So basic family values meaning basic emotions that we show towards our family members, such as respect, generosity, responsibility, affection, etc. One thing he touched based on is without any family values and with constant hatred and anger in our family, there is absolutely no peace. They will build no peaceful atmosphere. Also, which I found very insightful, is that he mentions money cannot even buy happiness. So you can have a rich family who have lots of money, cars, everything, but no family values. There is absolutely no peace in that family. And then you can have poor families who have no materialistic things, no money, but basic family values. They have a much happier atmosphere. So surveys actually show that a poor family is not necessarily happy because, of course, of monetary funds, but nonetheless, they take joy in things that money cannot buy. So according to an article in the Huffington Post written by David Henry Sterry, due to the recent Great Recession, experts claim that many poor people are actually laughing at the misfortune of the rich. This is because the lifestyle of the poor people has barely changed. They were below poverty before and they're still below poverty now. But for the rich, they have lost many of their assets such as cars, boats, houses, and they are suffering just as the poor people have. Since poor people have been without money for a significant amount of time, they are very much used to it, while the rich are just still adjusting to being in the Great Recession and losing everything that they have. So to address the anger within families, whether rich or poor, sometimes if you surround yourself, especially an infant, in anger, maybe they might come out angry too. The psychoanalytic concept of identification analyzes 3 varieties, which is imitation, copying, and match-dependent behavior. As we know, imitation is learning by observing others, while copying is by doing the same behavior as the model without the same response cues. And then finally, we have match-dependent behavior, in which the learner produces a response similar to the model's response, but depends on the model to provide a cue for that behavior. If a child is at a stage where they are constantly learning, especially from the parents, and seeing constant anger around, then they will grow up to know that anger is the best solution and the best reaction. Dalai and Miller described the three psychosexual stages that Freud translated and also added a fourth very important childhood conflict, which is anger-anxiety conflict. This stress that the child must learn to deal with anger, since anger actually motivates our behavior. At this stage, the child develops many frustrations that stems from mental limitations, sibling rivalry, and dependency. So apparently, people who use more selfish words such as I, me, and mine have a higher risk of suffering a heart attack. Dalai Lama explains that with selfishness, we can't really give a sense of trust and compassion towards others, because if we use I, me, and mine all the time, we only trust ourselves. This concept is based on Sangha, or the community. So therefore, with the story of Siddhartha, he learned to be needy because he was deprived of food and a place to stay. So therefore, he asked a local milkmaid for some milk and some grass to sit on. According to the text, these types of people have a need for privacy. And in terms of horny, he actually explained that these types of people actually do without others just to solve their basic anxiety with love and power, leading them to be self-sufficient and independent. Research confirms that happiness actually increases by intentionally helping others. So altruistic social behaviors enhance happiness by contributing to a meaningful life.
Hey, can I borrow your note? No. I need it because I missed class like 2 days ago and I was absent last week and I just need them, like, please.
So to conclude my video project, we see that Buddhism emphasizes change and transitions, and they also use traditional practices, while personality theories gives us the underlying causes of behavior. So for this particular topic, Dalai Lama explains the seeds of love and compassion in which we could evolve into a happy human being. I really hope that I touched base on everything. Thank you for watching my video, and my reference will be over here next to me, and I will include an attachment to my actual PowerPoint. Good luck everyone for the rest of the semester.